Shalom, back with part 4. Let's continue here. All right, we're back at the article. All right. As the article reads, 7 revealing ways that America is collapsing as Rome did. And why wouldn't it? Because this is all prophecy, people. All right. It's all been prophesied. The fall and the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, like any other previous kingdom throughout the history of the earth. All right. Going back to the first beast, the Babylonian kingdom, Medo-Persia, okay, and then the Edomites first coming into power, calling themselves the Greeks, the Macedonian kingdom under Alexander the Great, King Philip the Macedonian, and of course them morphing into the fourth and final beast, the Roman Empire. And then after that, they would be put down for 1,000 years, all right, go into their caves. Now, they didn't go into slavery. They went into their caves, okay? They went back into their caves, all right? It was a spiritual chain that was placed upon them. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's cover that right now, all right? Let's cover that right now, all right? Give me a minute. All right, this is Revelation, the 20th chapter. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key to the bottomless pit, which is Europe. I've already explained that to you. All right, and a great chain in his hand. That's a spiritual chain, people. All right. And he laid hold of the dragon. Okay, now what the Lord is describing here in the scriptures, the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, he's talking about the nation of Edom, the Edomites, the white man. All right. And devil, okay, see, dragon goes back to the Roman Empire, goes back to the word draconian, all right, which goes back to the Roman Empire, all right, and the old serpent goes back to the garden. It's not talking about some talking snake. It's talking about one of the sons of the wicked, which is the devil and Satan. So we're going to deal with that for you to show you it's talking about man, not the spiritual entity Satan, all right? It's talking about man. All right. So devil, diabolos, you see this? All right.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos.
See, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. All right. False accuser, slanderer. Here's the most important part, people, for you to understand. That it's not talking about the spiritual entity Satan, who's actually an angel, who serves the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, on the left-hand side. Whether you believe that or not, I really don't care. According to the scriptures, go read Job, the 1st and 2nd chapters. It will tell you about Satan, the angel, serving the Lord. All right? He was never kicked out of heaven. All right? So you all need to grow up and understand that you've been lied to and given fairy tales. All right? In order to hide truth. All right? In order to hide the truth of who the Israelites are and who the Edomites are, and of course the other nations. All right? Because the 1948ers want to act like they're the only people that are in the Bible. All right? Okay? And as you know, they're the imposters. All right? They're the Edomites. All right? So metaphorically speaking, applied to a man who by opposing the cause of God, see, so that means he's against God. He opposes, right? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, all right? Who sitteth in the temple of the Most High. The temple is the church, the congregation. That's talking about the Israelites. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Showing himself that he is the Most High. See that? You read about the same thing, that God complex. You read about it all throughout the scriptures, pretty much. Isaiah 14 comes to mind as well. All right? You understand that, people? All right? So, may be said to act the part of the devil. See that? He plays the part of the devil, the human counterpart of the spiritual entity Satan. or even to side with him. In other words, they worship him. Are they not Satanists, the Illuminati? All right, and the rest of them? All right? Aren't they worshiping those owls and known as Malak, Malak, whatever the hell? All right? You understand that? Okay, people? They're into all that wickedness, all that evil, and that's what they're bringing. That's what the New World Order is all about. Bringing in their evil, wicked, Satanist kingdom. Okay? That's what they're about. All right? So that shouldn't be news to you. All right? You people should know this stuff already. All right? Because they're putting this stuff out there in your face. All right? So, further proving man, and it's talking about man, you go to Thessalonians, all right? You go to 2 Thessalonians, I think it's around the 10th verse. Let's see, 9th verse. See? Even him who's coming is after the workings of Satan. So it's talking about the Edomites. It's talking about man. You understand that? With all power and signs of lying wonders. Lying wonders gets into the word pseudos, which means falsehoods. Okay? Falsehoods. All right? Deceptions and lies, which are their strongholds. All right? So let's further look up. Satan, which simply means adversary. Satana, Satan. That's all it means, man. All right? Adversary.
Strong's G 4567. Satanas. Satanas.
See, one who
Thayer's
opposes.
lexicon. Satan. Satan.
See, Satanas or Satan. See, adversary, one who opposes. I already read to you Thessalonians 2 and 4, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. See, the prince of evil spirits, adversary of the Most High and the Son, and of course of his chosen people. You see? See, Satan, a Satan-like man, talking about the human counterpart. There you go, people. All right, so if you people don't see it, hey, you're not supposed to see it. You're not supposed to come into it. All right? There's a reason for that. That you people don't see it. All right? You don't get it, you don't get it. All right? We're moving on. Okay? We're moving on. So, again, let's get back here. All right? So, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, talking about the Edomites after their Greco-Roman empires, and bound him 1,000 years. So you see, this is just a fulfillment of prophecy. Okay? So when would they come back? During the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth, rebirth of the Edomites. Okay? So you jump. Let's finish reading here. All right. Verse 3, and cast him into the bottomless pit, which is Europe, shut him up and set a seal upon him, right? Again, that's a spiritual seal, that spiritual chain, that he should deceive, right, the Edomite, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose a little season. So he started during the mid-1300s. Okay, by the 1400s, definitely by 1492, Columbus coming here to the Americas. And again, that's all part of the Inquisition. The Inquisition lasted 700 years. All right? And that came out of Spain. All right? So they were pretty much that deadly wound of the Roman Empire, which is spoken of in the 13th chapter of Revelations, that was healed. All right? So let's jump down here to verse 7 and 8. And what does it say here? And when the 1,000 years are expired, right, the fulfillment of prophecy, they'd have to come back into the policy. See, the Edomites, Satan like man, the devil, also known as the old serpent, the dragon, the wicked, the man of sin, the son of perdition, all right, that violent and evil man that you read about in Psalms 140. Do you understand? It's all talking about the nation of Edom, the Edomites. You understand that? And that's according to what? Scripture, the Most High, according to his testimony, according to the testimony of his son. You understand? Through the prophets. All right? So he shall be loose out of his prison. That was the Renaissance period. All right? But you see, it would only be for a short season, right? That's what it says right here. All right? What does it say up here? That he must be loose for a little season after he did his 1,000 years. All right? Now we're at the end of his little season. His empire is ending. His kingdom is ending. His rulership. And he knows it. All right? So whatever he's doing, he's just simply acting out and fulfilling prophecy. All right? The remainder of it. And shall go out to deceive the nations, right? That's what he's done since he's come back into power during the Renaissance. Shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. And Gog and Magog, which is Russia, to gather them to battle. The number who is as the sand of the sea. All right? See that, people? All right. Give me a minute here. All right, here's Revelations 13. All right, I'm going to jump around. I don't want to read the whole thing. I'll start from the top here. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. I've already given you people that breakdown, so you people understand, all right? And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name to blasphemy. So you see, all right? You understand that, people? And you can go back to, what is that? Daniel chapter 7, 725 will tell you that they would speak great words against the Most High. All right? And what is that? Blasphemy. All right. Talking about the Edomites. All right? And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. The leopard represents Babylon, the first beast. All right? And the feet were as the feet of a bear. That represents Medo-Persia. All right, the second beast. All right, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. All right. Okay. Oh, let me see here. Oh, yeah. Let me take that back. All right. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Is actually the leopard is actually the Greeks. All right. That's the Greek Empire. That would be the third beast. And his feet were as a bear. And the bear is Medo-Persia. That would be the second beast. All right. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. All right. And the lion will be Babylon, the first beast. Okay. So it gives you the third, the second, and the first beast. And then it says here, the best for last. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And that would be the Roman Empire, the fourth and final beast. That would be the dragon, all right? Now, and I saw one of his heads as if it were wounded to death, all right? When the Greco-Roman empires went down, they suffered a deadly wound, right? So they were down for 1,000 years. And we just read Revelations, the 20th chapter, where they would come back into power, okay, where that deadly wound would be healed. And his deadly wound was healed. That's them coming back into power during the Renaissance. And all the world wandered after the beast. You see that? All right, people, we're going to end this here. We're going to come right back with part 5, all right? Shalom.